Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach. I have close to 18 plus years of experience working in multiple MNCs around the globe and having in-depth knowledge of DevOps, SRE and DevSecOps. So I would like to introduce you one certification program in a DevOps, and that is we call it DevOps Certified Professional. Now this is a 2 months of program, 25 tools of DevOps you will learn, and apart from that you will also get the access to the LMS, lifetime access to the videos portal. It's a certification program, and you will have 25 assignments and 2 projects along with it. It's a completely weekend program, so here you have classes on Saturday and Sunday. So as part of this course, you will learn multiple things. Here you see that you will learn Linux, AWS, Docker, Jira, Confluence, Python, Git with GitHub, SonarQube, Maven, Gradle, Packer, Artifactory, Selenium, JMeter, Ansible, Kubernetes, Helm, Terraform, Jenkins, Datadog, Splunk, and Neuralink. Now, how do we, apply for this? So how can you reach out to us? So you have a WhatsApp number and email ID. So please reach out to us, and we'll help you to onboard this program. Apart from this DevOps certified professional programs, we are offering other certifications as well in a DevSecOps, SRE, and one of the very comprehensive programs which we have is in Master in DevOps Engineering. Yeah, so feel free to get in touch with us and then enroll for it. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss about the Gradle. So what is Gradle? So it's again build tool. And why do we use a build tool? I think you know that because of we discussed in the Maven session. Now, how this build Gradle is different. So Gradle basically is very powerful compared to all other language. One of the differences in Gradle, you have a procedural basically procedural, and you have procedural versus what is one thing I declarative also declarative. Now we'll say what is a procedural, what is a declarative. So if tools is procedural, okay, so you just need to follow the tools process and they will do everything for you. Did we learn any procedural language? I mean, any tools which will do everything for us? Just we need to follow the process, structure, and on everything. Any procedural? All of you?
We'll have a language. PLSQL is one of the procedural language, but
Oh no, not that. I'm not getting it. Here I'm talking the build domain only. Procedural means tool is saying, hey, just follow my process. I will automate everything for you. Don't need to write a code for it. Declarative means you need to write your own logic. You need to declare your own logic, your own way. That I'm talking about. Got it? So did we learn any procedural build tools? Maven and declarative and MS build. So here what I'm trying to tell you, in AND tool, if you want to automate that or MS build also, if you want to automate the build process, you need to write your own language. There's no specification. You can store the source code anywhere, and you can write in anywhere, whichever the logic you want. So let's say if you have 9 people in this group, 9 people can write a code in 9 different ways. That's called declarative. You can define the logic, but here you cannot define the logic in Maven. You cannot change the directory structure. If you change it, then again it's a customized one. Getting my points, all of you. So Maven says, hey, just follow my process. I will automate everything for you. Declarative, you write your own language, your own logic, your own algorithm, depends on your experience. You skeleton your code, your own thing. So there should be build here, there should be code here, there should be package here, there should be download directory here. This is how you load in class path, this, that, and all. Everything is non-automated way. So I showed you once this one, right? Here you see everything you have manual, and then compile, testing, packaging, directory structure, versioning, deployment, site generation, and all. Everything is manual in AND. So now the question was how this Gradle is different. So Gradle you can do procedural also and declarative also. That means you can automate the build process using Gradle both the way. Now, advantage of Gradle is, even the Maven only support the Java project, correct? Gradle support programming language multiple. Okay, so look at this here. By the way, Python also supported. It's not there actually in that. So support Java, Groovy, Scala, C, C++, JavaScript, Python, everything. Support many languages by the Gradle. Are you understanding, all of you? That means if you want to automate the build process for Maven, for Java, Python, C, C++, .NET, Scala, and all these things, it supports many languages. Are you understanding? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, one more thing which we have in advantage we have in Gradle, and that's called less coding. Yes, this is the less coding compared to Maven. So, and too much of coding, then reduce Maven less coding, and in Gradle more less coding. Okay. Now the question is, it's a build tool. Few advantages are there. So Gradle is a DSL. Gradle is a DSL of Groovy. So Groovy is a one language, okay, programming language developed using Java. It's a scripting language, you can say, Groovy. And Gradle is developed using DSL of Groovy. DSL means domain specific language. So you just need to define it, and then that is developed in Groovy, and Groovy internally will interpret everything. Okay, so many advantage we have in Gradle. So we all focuses on Gradle. Now next question is, Gradle is developed in Groovy, and Groovy is a Java, coming from Java, so you need to install Java again. Okay, so which I did it. How to install Java, you know that again. Okay, and then you have to how to install Gradle then. So Gradle, many ways you can install it, depends on your use cases. But right now, I'll put it in a very simple way: download, extract, put it at certain location, set in the path. So what I did, I'll just show you. Gradle download. Java, I have in my laptop, you know that. And here so many ways to install the Gradle. Okay, this SDK, brew, yum, apt, all this thing you have it, but I'll show you manual way. So go ahead and download from here, okay, and extract to some location. So typically what I do, I put it up all of my folder in C drive, you know that, and C tools, and here Gradle. It's one of the latest one actually. Okay, so this is extracted format. Now what I'll do, this directory, I'll put it in the path, that's all. So let me show you environment variable. Go to the here, path, edit. This is the one. Look at this. That's all done. So Gradle is installed in your laptop. And after that, how do we verify? So Gradle -- version, and you can check this if it is installed or not. If it is not installed, command not found or something like this. Okay. So this is the Gradle. Any questions on this? Now you understood the Gradle, all of you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So will it
Now
use a
guys,
there is a ant version. What that is,
so it has a ant compiler also, so you can use the ant code also to run it through the Gradle. JVM also, Groovy also, Kotlin also. So all this in build. Now, and Maven Gradle. So guys, there is a similarities to understand. So because you know the Maven little bit of it, so learning Gradle will become a more easier for you. Okay. So first thing, in Maven we have goal. Now what is a goal? You understand that goal is you run it to take the project to that phase, Example of it is like a compile, package, and all stuff like that. So you understand the goal, right? It's a command, correct now? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
So in Ant, we call it target. Yeah, we call it target. And in Gradle, what we call it, tasks. That means if I want to run something on the Gradle, then I have to call the tasks, task name. I'll teach you how to find the task. Okay, so here in Maven, the file name was, what is the file name? pom.xml. Correct now? In Gradle, it's a build.gradle. Simple. So now you understand that where to store that all the coding also. And here we have a build.xml. Okay, so this is the one. Now setting file, I'll not confuse you for the setting files right now, but if you want to change the configuration of it, setting.gradle, you use it here. So here in Gradle, we have any configuration you want to change for the project, setting.xml. And here you have setting.xml here, setting.gradle, setting.xml, like that. Okay, so like that. In the Ant, you have a file, I think conf.xml or something, I'm not able to recall it. Okay, so this is the something which is similarities are there. Here we call it a goal, here we call it a task. So after installation, what to do? So you have to decide whether you want to go for procedural or you want to go for declarative. In terms of declarative, you have to write your own logic. In terms of procedural, they will write a logic for you, just follow the process and get it done. I'll show you both. Okay, so let's go in the first, understand the declarative. So I need some slide help, that way it will be easy for me. So let's use it. Okay, so now I'll just move on to the right point. Okay, so from here, so now because you are procedural, you have tried to code today now. So in order to write a code, you have to understand where do you store the code. So you have to store the code in the build.gradle. Just like we had a pom.xml, right? Same way, build configurations will be there in the build.gradle. Just now I talked about it. And now which will have a task. At least task you understand, which will be nothing but something similar to goals. Plugins also, you know that it's a extra feature, the feature of the Gradle. And dependency, you have seen the properties file, you have seen it. So now you can correlate this code. See here, this is a dependency, this is a properties, and plugin I talked about, it's a part of the software installation, and task, which is a part of the software installations. So task is equal to here in Maven goal, plugin, dependency, property. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Are
Rajesh.
you okay? So now what I'll do, I'll create one directory. Let me create a directory, and here this is my project. Okay, this is my project. Now what I'll do, I'll create one file which is called build.gradle, because you have to write it. And right now I'm following the procedural, sorry, declarative. So you have to write your own logic, whichever the logic you want to write, you decide. Here you will not have a disturbance, you can create your own logic. And now in this build.gradle, you are writing one task. This is how one simple task, you see, task hello, and here you do something. Here do last, do first is there, I'll tell you. And here printing hello Gradle. This is a problem, and done. So now you understood that there is a build.gradle, and inside that you will write a task, named of the task. Inside that, whatever you want to do last, do first, and this is a function. You are printing hello world or something like that, hello Gradle or something like that. Okay, so opening, closing, you know that. Now can we run this code? How to run this code? Now we'll ask. So simple, cmd, just type Gradle and find out all the tasks. So I don't remember the task name, let's say. So I'll just write it build Gradle tasks. It will list out all the tasks will be available. something like a goal will be available, in Maven terms for you. So now if you see that it's running, Gradle is running and starting the event. First time it will take some time because it's little CPU consuming. And now you see that these are the tasks you have, init task you have, wrapper task you have. These are the tasks you have. So now you'll say, Rajesh, where is my task which I had in the build.gradle? So in build hello. So hello you are not able to see. So this task which is given by Gradle itself. You can use it again. You can read it. There'll be some different use cases. But my task is not there, which is hello. So how do we get it? So if you put the all, then you will get your task hyphen all. So I put this all, and here you see other task. One of the tasks has come. So now if I want to run task hello, so just call hello. That's all. So you were calling ambient goal name. Here you are calling Gradle task name. That's all. Very simple. And here you see hello Gradle. Hello Gradle. So this is how you store the code, and this is how you run the code. Are you comfortable so far? All of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So now because it's a procedural, declarative, so you have to have your own logic for it. Okay. You have to develop what you want to do. So understand this here. Uh, understand this here. So every time when you execute Gradle tasks, it will follow the life cycle. Yes, here also you have a life cycle. So earlier the life cycle was compile life cycle, package life cycle, and then all the others which I showed you, package and then deploy, install life cycle and all. But here we have a life cycle which is initialization phase. One life cycle which has initialization phase. That means first it will initialize the project, then configure and execute. So these are the three phases you have it. Okay. So now build.gradle can have a properties also, and build.gradle can have actions also. So one of the actions I showed you, do last. Okay, so like that it can be do first, do last. You'll have action and can have a dependency also. So I'll show you slowly. So you can create so many types of tasks here. Many are supported. So many tasks you can have it. Let's say one task. I'll give a little bit of structure so you'll understand this. Hello one, like this. Hello two. You can have this one. Hello two. And now if you see that, clear the screen, hello Gradle task all. So three tasks I created within some time. So whatever you want to do inside that, that's up to you. You want to compile, let's say this task is you want to compile, you want to package, you want to do this one, all this thing you decide. Here is see. So now I'll convert into the meaningful. So one task you have a compile, one task you have a testing, one task you have testing, compile, what else, package. So now you see that now you are able to correlate this, all this stuff, because you're writing your own logic. You have to write your own way actually. Are you understanding, all of you? Because here, this spelling mistake, something I did it. What is this? Okay, so here they're saying, hey, there is an inbuilt task we have, inbuilt task which is a procedural task, because I told you Gradle support both, so they have this task already. So this is not supported. So what I'll do, I'll just add a and a. That way it will not conflict with existing task because it's a custom task we're creating. Okay, so procedures, we have those tasks already available. Okay, so are you able to correlate now? Here you see. Hello, all of you. Hello.
Yeah, Rajesh. Perfect.
Yeah. So now this way you can decide. See here, if you see that here, there is a description here for each task, but there is no description. So what to do? So you can define the description also. Okay, you can define the description also here. under each task, if you see, you can define the description. So let me copy paste, and it will be easy for me here. Description. Now this is the copy paste mistake here. This is, and you see I just defined that only compile and run this here, and you see that here one description you will get it. Just a second. See here one description it has come. So this is the way you can define the description also. Now here if you look at this do first and do last, the beauty of this thing, this is the one here I am showing you. So beauty of this one is anything here you write do first is action and do last is action. Okay, so anything you write in the do first it always execute first, and anything you write in the do last it will always execute last, so before first. So here I am do first, I'll do one thing, I'll move the do last on top and then see that. So remember that this is a do first. Okay, do first, and this is a do last. Oh, sorry. This is the do first and this is the do last. So here last one I'm putting up first, but you see that I'll show you that how it is behaving. Okay, look at this here. Done. So do first, do last, and then now let me call test A. So how do you run? You know that very well. So clear the screen. Test A. You see that here. See here. First it ran do fast, do last, last. So this is the inside that any kind of code you can have it and you can decide. So now what I taught you, what is Gradle, then I taught you why do we need it Gradle, then what are the languages supports, some of the advantages we discussed, then how to install the Gradle, and then how to write a build.gradle, and then how to write a task inside that, and how to run the task, and how to set the description, and then how to run the actions, and so on. Are you comfortable, all of you? Hello?
Yeah, Rajesh, is this task like we need to write only in the Gradle language, or like we can write in
Yeah,
any
this
language?
no. This task is a DSL language of Groovy. The same way I'm teaching you.
Okay.
Inside this, it will be written. I'll teach you more. I'll show you the more. Okay.
Okay.
So now you understand more or less skeleton. Now let's do the real work actually. So real work, what you will do? So you decide. You have to decide what you want to do. So let's say you want to do the copy. You want to do compile. You want to do the jar. What else you want to do? You want to remove something. So all these are called see plugins. Okay, so this is the Printle is one of the plugins. Okay, so same way you have a multiple plugins for this, but now how do you know that? So you have to search for it. Go to the Gradle tasks, enter, and click on this URL. This is a official email URL. This is the one. Okay, and now if you see that here left side, these are the core types you have. Look at this scrolling, a lot of which you have it. Okay, don't get lost, stick to your theory, I mean stick to your requirement. So what you wanted to do, so you wanted to do as per the discussion copy. So you need a copy type. So where is the copy type? Can you locate it? Here it is. You got a copy and this is a code for it. Now this is the one task which is for copy task. Done. Task copy docs type copy from destination. Simple. Understood? Now you want to create a delete. See here, delete task make petty type delete. This name can be anything. Okay, make petty is not making any make sense. Okay, and delete this folder, this file, and symlinks follow symlinks true, means delete the symlinks also. What do you want? You want to execute some commands. Exec. Here it is. See, ask stop tomcat. These are the commands will be executed. Okay, do you want to compile it? So here jar compile means here you have c right? So build let me find out. So compile, well, packaging tar we have, zip we have, jar we have, var we have, execute we have, but build environment report, I need to search for it. See here, Java compile, here you got it. You want to compile some project, here this is the example, and compile. Are you understanding? So you can create your own logic and do the stuff here. So now let me run it once, one example projects which I have it, and that will help you. So here Gradle example, and here there's so many tasks actually. I'm looking for only one task which will help me to do that. So I had it. Let me remove Gradle and somewhere I kept it actually.
So Rajesh, looks like it has a lot of coding required, but Maven is doing automatic. Why do we need to go for Gradle?
See, no, Gradle is giving you both of this. So you see, you love this Maven, but Maven support only Java, no? So I lost this
Oh,
code somewhere. You forgot my statement actually.
yeah. I remember. Got.
So it's Maven support. Just a second, let me find out my code. It will save my time. If not, then where I kept it, workspace. Huh. So here build.gradle. Ah, no, this is a different code actually. Okay, so anyways, so here I'll give you some of the examples of code. For example, here let's use the some copy operations. So let me, one of the tasks I'll show you. So basically you can write your own logic, whatever you want to decide. So copy the files, and here done. Now inside the directory you go to the Gradle. I created one directory Gradle here, and there is one file I'll call here src, and inside that I'll copy this file. Okay, remember that src, there is one doc file. So src, what I want to copy, so from src and copy to build, simple. Now this I will do that. So let me show you. So demo for it. So Gradle tasks, task name is copy doc or something like that. Yeah, copy doc. So only one task right now, and here you see all is not passed. There's some failure, sorry, my mistake actually. It was hyphen all. Yeah, done. So run the copy docs directly. So here this way you can write all of your logic, compilation logic, copy, deleting, archiving, jar, var, signing, every logic. You have a task available, and you see that it's done. And can we check now? See that build is there, and here it is. So this way you can keep writing your own task, okay, and then use it as per your wish. So this is the way. Here if you see, all these types of tasks are available for you to use it, and depends on your logic of your coding, you decide the algorithm, you can do that. Are you understanding, all of you? Hello, are you understanding, all of you?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Okay, now after understanding, yes, you can write your own way. Okay, now I'll come back to the procedural, and that's the magical. Remember that Maven, what it says, if you follow me, I will automate everything. So Gradle is also saying the same thing. Gradle is saying, hey, if you follow me, I will create all the skeleton, compile this, that, and all, everything. I'll do that. You just need to focus on the coding and testing. So how can we start it? So here we have one command which is called init. So this will create a skeleton for you. Okay, so remember that I deleted everything, and now I'm running init. So clear the screen, Gradle init. Now this will create a skeleton for your project. So they will ask you, earlier in the Maven it was I hard coded lots of input, -d if you remember. I hard coded multiple inputs. See here, whatever the input it was required, I hard coded. But here I'm not doing hard coding. So here I'm putting the init, and then here what kind of application you want, basic application or applications, library or Gradle plugin you want to develop. So I'll go for the basic first one, and they will ask you what is the DSL scripting language, like build.gradle you want to, which standard, Groovy or Kotlin. I'll go for the Groovy because I know Groovy, no Kotlin. And what is the project name? So DevOps, enter, done. Now if you see the directory structure, this is your file, this is the whole project is created. So this is your build.gradle, this is setting.gradle for configuring the Gradle, and this file, just this file ignore it. Why? Because this is a wrapper. Now what is wrapper, you will ask me? Wrapper, so wrapper which will, wrapper, I'll tell you. So if you want to run whole project, then what you need to do, you need to install Java and Gradle. Correct now? Correct now? Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
So in this case, wrapper, what is happening? Wrapper will allow you to have that Gradle build tool along with the project directory only. Because hardly it's a 20-30 MB. So wrapper will allow you to have this, that particular version of the build tool here only, 6.0.1. See here. So that way you don't have to install the Gradle, the machine only Java is there, then directly you can run this. So this is wrapper, just ignore it for time being. Okay, so now what to do? Just you run this Gradle and task, what exactly you look at the content here of this file. This is just a basic code is got created. Here is empty, and then everything is done. So now I'll delete whole things, and again I'll go for the init method, and again I'll run, and next time, this time I'll go for applications. See here. So I'll go for the second one, and they'll ask you what language you wanted. So when you go for application, these are the language supported: C++, Groovy, Java, Kotlin, Swift. Now you say, Rajesh, you said Python is not coming. So for Python, you have to install additional library, which I did not install so far. So Gradle for Python, and you have to install this library. Okay, this library, and then automatically it will support. Okay, so these are the libraries, not installation documents. Wait a second, I need to find out. I need to search how to install Python applications in Gradle. Okay, so there is one jar file is there, you have to put it up. It's not coming. It's here. No, let me see the stock. So here, so you have a, it's not this one, not this one. Google searches has been changed actually. Hold on a second. Python with Gradle. Now one of this link will be working, but I'll find it out and I'll send it to you through chat window. Yeah. So here you have all these languages, and accordingly you'll get a Python also. So now let's say which language you want. So let's say C++ one, and here which scripting again Groovy always for me, and then project DevOps, and done. And you see that they created the skeleton. See here, just ignore this wrapper file, but build.gradle, setting.gradle, all of your source code will go to this. See, this is a C++, mind it, headers you should understand, CPP you understand, this is the program, here you'll go, header files will go here, if you understand the C++, all the test code will go here, which is here, same way. Okay, so I'll delete one more time, and here again I'll go for the other project type, Gradle init. And this time I'll go for application but Java, the one which I did in the Maven. So here applications, and here the which language, so go for third one, which is a Java. And here what is a build script, so one Ruby, and what is the project name, DevOps, enter. And what happened, okay, sorry, it should be so they're asking you which test cases you want to, I did not write it, so go for JUnit 1, and here project DevOps. And the same thing which you did it, I'll just keep entering. Same thing which you had in Maven, you have here now. Do you remember that? Source, main, test, all this structure and all. Java, DevOps. Here. Understood now? All of you? Now there is a source code. Let me check this. Main, Java, and here is a source code, app.java. Now what do you want to do? So if you want to do, now I'll build it, so in front of you, just like Maven now. So go for tasks hyphen all. So this project, how many tasks has been given, you will find out. And if you see that how many tasks, look at this, these tasks were not there earlier. Here see, compile Java, compile test Java, this is for code, this is for test cases. And you want to package it, some packaging, here you have it, assembly, these were not there earlier, here you have some things, build, clean, create a package, assembly, on all stuff like that. If you see this build or Gradle, there is one plugin has been used, let me show you here. Let me plug in. So here if you see this code, look at this plugin, Java plugin and application plugin, two plugin has been used. Repository is JCenter, dependency is here JUnit, okay, and then applications, here this is the applications which you are trying to run. Define a main class for this application, so this is the application. Okay, so what to do now, I'll build it. So this is the build, assemble and test this project. All build means do everything, okay. So Gradle build, that's all, and this will do everything for you. But if you want to do one by one, like a test and compile this, that and all, you can do also. See here, done. Only one code is there. So understood. So here is done. Now look at this here, Gradle, the all this thing build. See, these all are output file. So now you know that where the jar files will be there under the library. This is your jar file. Where is it? Classes. Here Java, all these classes, you if you go inside this, you will find it classes. Test classes were there here. Some of the reports of the JUnit test cases, here you have. This is the JUnit report test summary. So guys, did you understand the power of Gradle, all of you? So Gradle is telling you both the things. You don't want to code, then option is available. If you want to customize your logic for build and compiling process, option are available. Are you understanding, all of you? Yeah. So again, some of the stuff you might be missing here. If you don't know the programming language structure, then some, let's say Java or .NET, C++, or Python, then you might get stuck for this for sure. But that is how you have to build that experience slowly. Okay, so what is your job in the Gradle? So basically you have to always dev team also do the same command, testing team also do the same command. And why I'm teaching you, so you should remember this command actually to use in Jenkins. Okay, so now if I say maven build, maven compile, maven test, maven package, you understand that. Now if I say Gradle build, Gradle assembly, Gradle this, Gradle that, you understand that. Correct, all of you?
Yeah, right.
Hello? Yeah, so that's understanding is required. Some of you, if you want to find a passion for writing a code also, you can write some simple Java code also. That will be helpful for you to build the understanding. The more you spend time learning the technology, it will be beneficial. Any questions so far?
Yeah, Rajesh. So these codes will be developed by the developers, right? Mostly the application codes. And how do you facilitate that one? You just create the build for them, or like how is that is happening? Because when we
See,
interact.
the one which I taught you is for the one project. Like that, you will be having hundreds of projects for the Jenkins. So some projects will be in a Ant. They'll be using Ant. Some projects will be Maven. Some project will be .NET guys will be having MS Build. And some projects will be Gradle. So see, they will not teach you, hey, go ahead and I'll teach you Maven and then you run this. Automatically you should know actually. So if they are saying, hey, run this maven test, then you should know what is a maven test. Because and now they are running in their laptop, okay, just like I did it. But you'll be running in a Jenkins environment, CI/CD environment. So you should not be having a question mark saying that, hey, what they are passing, I don't understand what internally is happening, I don't understand why they are passing. All these questions should be not have you should not be having, because you are the CI guys, integration guys. You should know all these things fundamentally. That's the reason, if you remember that I said in Maven, we have a target. Somewhere I said, uh, okay, somewhere here. See, in the target we call it target, but in Maven we call it a goal. Gradle we call it a task. In MS Build we call it a target. The file is build.xml, pom.xml, build.gradle. Now for MS Build it will be default.ms build. So like that you have to understand all these terminologies for the build ecosystems. See, whatever
Yeah.
their developers are doing, you have to do in the centralized server. And that time, if you say, I don't know Maven, or you don't know the dependency management system, or you don't know the task goal and stuff like that, then how can you automate it? Correct, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Understood, Rajesh. So how come the Jenkins coming into the picture? Jenkins owns all these builds.
Yeah, Jenkins is a place where we set up a CI, and when I have a Jenkins session, I'll teach you. But again, if you want to fasten your learning process, you can go for the older recordings of Jenkins also. That will help you to understand.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions, guys?
If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.